Judges chapter 5. Then sang Deborah and Barak, the son of Abinoam, on that day, saying, Praise ye the Lord for the avenging of Israel, when the people willingly offered themselves. Hear, O ye kings, give ear, O ye princes. I, even I, will sing unto the Lord. I will sing praise to the Lord God of Israel. Lord, when thou wentest out of Seir, when thou marchest out of the field of Edom, the earth trembled, and the heaven dropped, and the clouds also dropped water. The mountains melted from before the Lord, even that Sinai from before the Lord God of Israel. In the days of Shamgar, the son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways were unoccupied, and the travelers walked through byways. The inhabitants of the villages ceased. They ceased in Israel until that I, Deborah, arose. That I arose, a mother in Israel. They chose new gods. Then was war in the gates. Was there a shield or spear seen among 40,000 Israel? My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offered themselves willingly among the people. Bless ye the Lord. Speak, ye that ride on white asses, ye that sit in judgment and walk by the way. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. Awake, awake, Deborah, awake, awake, utter a song, arise, Barak, and lead thy captivity captive, thou son of Abinoam. Then he made him that remaineth have dominion over the nobles among the people. The Lord made me have dominion over the mighty. Out of Ephraim there was a root of them against Amalek. After thee, Benjamin, among thy people, out of Machir came down governors, and out of Zebulun they that handle the pen of the writer. And the princes of Issachar were with Deborah, even Issachar and also Barak. He was sent on foot into the valley. For the divisions of Reuben there were great thoughts of heart. Why abodest thou among the sheepfolds to hear the bleatings of the flock? For the divisions of Reuben there were great searchings of heart. Gilead abode beyond Jordan. Why did Dan remain in ships? Asher continued on the seashore and abode in his breaches. Zebulun and Naphtali were a people that jeoparded their lives unto the death in the high places of the field. The kings came and fought. Then fought the kings in Canaan and Tanakh by the waters of Megiddo. They took no gain of money. They fought from heaven. The stars of their courses fought against Sisera. The river of Kishon swept them away, that ancient river, the river Kishon. O my soul, thou hast trodden down strength. Then were the horses' hooves broken by the means of the prancings of their mighty ones. Curse ye Meroz, said the angel of the Lord. Curse ye bitterly the inhabitants thereof, because they came not to the help of the Lord against the mighty. Blessed above women shall Jael the wife of Heber the Kenite be. Blessed shall she be above women in the tent. He asked for water, and she gave him milk. She brought forth butter in a lordly dish. She put her hand to the nail, and her right hand to the workman's hammer. And with a hammer she smote Sisera. She smote off his head, when she had pierced and stricken through his temples. At her feet he bowed, he fell, he lay down. At her feet he bowed, he fell. Where he bowed, there he fell down dead. The mother of Sisera looked out a window and cried through the lattice, Why is his chariot so long in coming? Why tarry the wheels of his chariots? Her wise ladies answered her, Yea, she returned to answer to herself. Have they not sped? Have they not divided the prey? To every man a damsel or two? To Sisera a prey of divers colors? A prey of divers colors of needlework? Of divers colors of needlework on both sides? Meat for the necks of them that take the spoil? So let all thine enemies perish, O Lord, but let them that love him be as the sun when he goeth forth in his might. And the land had rest 40 years. This is one of those situations where we have somebody who is a poet, and if you read it in the original Hebrew, it's very nice poetry, very nice song, but you read it in English, and it is really hard to try to follow because there's all kinds of references that really aren't there in the original Hebrew, and it's just challenging. But basically what Deborah is talking about is in the very beginning of this part, she rose up. She's the leader. She has the gift of prophecy. She doesn't consider herself to be a prophetess, but she has the gift of prophecy. And she is delighted to see good things happen. And then at the end, she talks about Jael, the one who actually killed Sisera, and talks about Sisera's mother looking out to see if he's going to come, etc., etc. All the way through, there are all kinds of references that really Deborah understood, the people at the time would have understood, but that absolutely don't make any difference to us. In a lot of cases, don't make a whole lot of sense to us because we're trying to read in English something that has no meaning in English, and we don't understand the cultural references too. This is one of those chapters that's just like that. And there are others that are coming. We have interesting things that happen in Isaiah and some of the other chapters as well. But when we get into these things where people break into song and they do this, the imagery inside there is images inside of images inside of images. And to try and untangle the things, we could probably do 8 hours on this song of trying to understand all the images and all the connotations of all the images. And just accept it as the fact that she's joyous and she's happy, that they've had the troops that have gone, they've had the battle, Israel is now free, and the lady actually was killed, the leader of it, and she's happy. And that's as far as we can go with that in the time we have. We'll see you at next chapter, chapter 6.